But now we're going to move on because, as you know, our teams all played this past weekend. And if I'm not mistaken, all three of our teams were victorious. And so, Anthony, we'll start with you.
No clap for that.
Oh, yeah, good. Right,
No
clap for that. All of our teams won this week. Right. Do. We get it. We got it. We good. We good. Work it. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. All right, Andy, your Falcons of Atlanta beat the Saints of New Orleans on a last-second 58-yard field goal by Young-Ho Koo. What do you, man, how was that? That was a great game, Andy. Give us your thoughts on this past weekend's victory by your Falcons.
Wait a minute, just a brief second while I get my dirty bird home.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I have to say, after the Falcons' performance over the last couple of weeks, I would like to upgrade their status. I know you all remember I said that the Falcons were trash. I've upgraded their status to gently used refuse. So, I mean, they haven't gotten out. They haven't gotten out of the realm of things that I'll take things that you throw away for 2,000, Alex, daily double. But they're looking good. And that's great. And it really made me feel good after a certain other game that took place on Saturday that we won't talk about because that's not a college show. But Young-Ho Koo, the irony that Young-Ho Koo is playing for the Falcons, for those folks that don't know, he went to college about 4 hours southeast of Atlanta in a very small school called Georgia Southern University, which was for a long time was like the sister school to the Dogs because the defensive coordinator from the 1980 team went down there and coached up a phenomenal program down there. So much so that Alan Paulson, the guy who was the CEO of Gulfstream, basically built them a stadium. That's how good they were. It's like, I'm gonna build you a stadium. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy to see the Falcons doing well. That I know I sound a little blasé because I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like Delilah says, I don't trust the NFC North. But I'm happy that they're winning right now. And I saw Nicole in the comments somewhere. Nicole, I'm sorry, dear heart. I meant to send you a condolence card after Sunday, but I'm sorry. So for this week until we meet again in New Orleans, what's that they say? What is it? I forget. It's French. We dat. That's what it is. We dat. This week we dat. So, yeah. Kirk did not necessarily have an outstanding game, but he did enough to not lose. He did enough to not lose. And Young-Ho Koo that kid must be protected at all costs because I've seen very good field goal kickers suffer an injury and then wind up not being in the league. Rodrigo Blankenship being one of those. A dog who was playing for the Colts who hurt his hip and went with the squad. So anyway, I'm rambling because I was eating some Santa Fe salad over here while Tina was talking. And it's far enough away that I won't knock it on the floor. Anyway, I'm happy for the Falcons. They are now upgraded to gently used refuse. I won't say rise up yet. I would just say elevate slowly. There we go. So that's how I'm feeling about the Falcons win.
All right. Very good, sir. No, that was good. And it was a very good win, actually, for Atlanta because I actually took New Orleans in my weekly pool and I lost. So there you go. Tina, your Broncos managed to pull one against the Jets of New York. And boy, let me tell you, there was no one happier than me, probably except you. So go ahead and give us your thoughts on this past weekend's Broncos victory.
Jets fans, how do you really feel about Nathaniel Hackett now? Okay, yeah, granted, the first half of the game was essentially rain, so neither offense really wanted to go with too many throws or anything. So the first half of the game was very, very boring. But hey, my rookie quarterback got his first passing touchdown in that game, and he threw it to the senior man on the team, Sutton. So it was a squeaker. The ball changed hands like 4 times in the last 2 minutes of the game. And Lord, I was never been so happy to see a ball go right and the Jets lose because it wasn't good. I mean, we won is the best I'm going to say. And I hope we build on this and we go forward and we kind of go back to what we were doing when we beat Baker Mayfield up and down the field the week before and sacked him 7 times. So I'd like to see that Broncos team again, not necessarily what we played with the Jets. Yes, nope. And I love watching Rodgers lose again.
I mean, that was the highlight of my week outside of the Bears winning with Rodgers lost. So that was great for me. I don't know how anybody else felt. Delilah, we got a victory this week in a game that, again, full disclosure, I worked the game, so I didn't see it, but I went back and watched some highlights, and I got some, I had to go back and watch some things to see what happened, and I saw some good things. DeAndre Swift finally broke out of his little shell and was able to run for a nice touchdown. DJ Moore in the back of the end zone. The offense got going a little bit. Delilah, give me your impressions of our Bears victory on Sunday.
I'm still going to give credit to that defense always keeping us. Where we have been in every game because of the defense. Let's just put that out there, okay? That defense has been rock solid since week 1. Absolutely.
Yes.
Montez Sweat, right? Picked. And that's literally got us the touchdown and extra. They kept us in the game for our offense to finally get something going in the second half. I get nervous when we go into the second half because, we've had years of not being able to do anything in the second half. And now it's flipped. And now the first half is what's going on? Tevin Jenkins, I didn't like that he went out with an injury. I don't know what that means for us because we already have a pretty Swiss cheese offensive line there. So I don't know what that means for that.
I like Swiss cheese.
I was happy to see Cole Kmet because I actually do believe in Cole Kmet. I don't think we use him right. I think he could be a way better tight end in the NFL if he was used properly. And so I did like seeing him get his touchdown. I did enjoy seeing Swift get his touchdown finally. I want to see DJ more and more in action. I did like that we got loose finally. Caleb Williams looks a little more comfortable, at quarterback again. He's just a rookie. So, yeah, honestly, yes, I thank you for Montez Sweat because he really did help us there. And so our defense, rock solid. Offense, I'm still not trusting it because I need to see it gelling. I don't know with Shane Waldron what his vision is for the offense. I still don't get some of his plays.
Yeah.
Some of them are still questionable for me. I know Tina had her apprehensions about him too, when we signed him from Seattle, and she made some good observations. And I am seeing some of that as he calls plays for Caleb. But I'm hoping we start gelling a little more. We'll see what happens next week. Who do we play next week?
We got the Panthers on Sunday.
So again,
the next 3 weeks for you guys should be games that you guys should be
winnable.
So.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. We get the Commanders, I think,
in
that the week after the Jaguars, don't we? And that could be a test. Good.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
If we can't hold our own against the Panthers, which we should have last week, when we played. So
that's all I can do. Give them the shoulder shrug. What happened? No, but I agree with you.
Thank you, Sean. I agree with that, Sean. Yes, no more option runs at goal line. Honestly, that's
that I don't even want to talk about that anymore because I yelled about that for an entire week after that game because I'm like, you have to be kidding me with what we're and that's my thing too. I'm glad you mentioned the offense, Delilah.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out if Shane Waldron just picked up the playbook from last year and went, well, this looks all right. Maybe I can work with this. No, well, I don't know what you're doing, pal, but you need to throw out all of that, even if you have to rewrite an entire playbook in the bye week. If I see some of that crap continuing going forward, bro, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go to Lake Forest and visit Hallis Hall and get arrested. Because my goodness, man, you really have to. I mean, you have to be kidding me with some of these play calls. Like, what are you calling? What are you doing? I'm serious.
Towards Eberflus at the same time.
Well, right. But see, the thing is, Matt said he wasn't going to be calling plays, right? And last year he gave it up. He just started calling defense fine. Your defense is killer. I'm very happy with the way the defense is playing.
Exactly.
Now, if we could just get again, I understand the line is definitely a sore spot, and it's definitely an eyesore at times. I get that. But, man, it hasn't really had any cohesion either. And, I've talked about this many times. Like, I thought we really needed to strengthen the line more during this past draft, and we
100%.
didn't. Fine. And we didn't. And so now you have to play with what you have and try to make this work. And so you have to find a way to get Caleb out of there, get him out of the pocket, get him rolling out, doing this, doing that. So he has some kind of time. But to just drop straight back and just let him sit there and wait for somebody to come after him, that's not going to work, pal. So I definitely want to see some changes in your offensive scheme, my friend, because I'm tired of watching my quarterback run for his life or get
100%.
knocked on his behind. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. I will take the victory, though. 2-2.
Yes.
Let's go. Panthers this weekend. I will be working the game again, so I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be there. It's going to be great. So thank you guys for that. What would you trade some, what is it, lineman for Monta?
We'll trade you some linemen.
No. You guys are doing fine, Sean. You don't need Montez Sweat back. You're good. Just don't worry about it. You just stay over there in Commander Land, and you're fine.